This channel supports St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children and is a part of their Play Live charity drive. For more information on how to join as well as how to donate, please head to the description and click the link at the top of it. Remember, any and all support is appreciated, so feel free to give and support in any way you can. Thank you for your participation.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Makers, and sorry for the lateness, but busy week, finals for me for this crazy class. So today's the first day I've had some time to be free and actually watch the episode and react to it. And I pretty much kind of knew where it was going because Twitter don't let shit stay secret. But it was something that I thought was inevitable. It was going to happen. I knew it was going to break my fucking heart, and it did. No, seriously though. But yeah, so we got a moment that I expected to happen eventually because of some events that happened in comic books, versus what's happened with the show. At the same time, we got something that I didn't think they were gonna go to yet, and I'm fucking excited. So, while my heart may be broken over, something else, I'm just fucking excited as hell as where they're taking us for probably the rest of the season. Now, this is probably going to be a big spoiler one for people, mostly if you haven't read the comic books. If you don't care about the comic books, then you're good. But if you do care to read the comic books, I highly recommend you avoid this so you can know what the different what's the difference between what's going on in the show and what's going on with the comics without me giving it away. Okay, I stalled as long as I can to reinforce the fact that I'm going to spoil some stuff in the comic book. You guys know me, I've read most of the comic books, although I need to read the last, I would say, 20 issues probably, to catch all the way up. But I'm pretty much past where they are in the TV show, so I could definitely spoil that stuff. But anyway, so here we go. So Rick and Daryl, they go out on a run to go see if they can find supplies, things like that. And on their way, they run into a mysterious dude. This mysterious dude, as soon as I saw him, I got fucking excited because he is a major player in the comic books, and I was looking forward to them getting to this. I didn't think they were going to get to it now. I thought they were going to kind of build up the Negan thing a little bit more, have more interaction with him until they decided to get to introducing us to this character. But I guess they want to set things up now. Perhaps he's going to give them the lowdown on Negan, more kind of like how he kind of did it in the comic books too. But Negan had already been, I believe Negan was introduced before he even came through. Damn, it's been a while now. If anybody's read the comics, please let me know. But I believe Negan came first. He did hella damage, and then we got introduced to this next character. So Rick and Daryl's like, yo, who are you? What you doing out here? And he's like, yo, I'm by myself. There's a bunch of walkers. They're about 11 minutes away, blah, blah, blah. You guys leave me alone because I'm not really a big threat at all. I don't have no weapons on me, nothing like that. Just trying to go about my business. So Rick and them like, all right, get the hell out of here. He's like, cool, whatever. And then they realize he stole their keys, and he took the truck with the food supplies that they had just grabbed up. So they're Rick and Daryl's on a chase to run this dude down, but before he runs, they ask him, yo, what's your name, after they give him his. And he was like, my name is Paul Rovia, but my friends call me. And at that moment, before he said it, because I know the name Paul Rovia, I screamed, Jesus, because that's who he is. If you've read the comic books, you know who Jesus is. He's a fucking badass. That dude is ridiculous. You saw how when Rick and Daryl tried to come at him, he was whipping their ass. He held back. Trust me, he held back. He's a fucking I'm sorry, he's a fucking ninja. He's a goddamn ninja. He's gonna be a great character to see, especially when he's in action, because he generally doesn't use weapons. He'll like use knives and things like that, but for the most part, he's a hand-to-hand combatant. He's pretty much, a white Bruce Lee in the comic book. That's Jesus, and you'll find that more out as time goes on. But anyway, so they're running through, chasing him. They lose the food and all that. They bring him back, but before let's stop right there. Other side of the story is you have Call out in the woods with that girl while Michonne, she sees the old mayor's son. I forget the name of the mayor, but she sees her son roaming around the woods, so she goes to check out, see what he's doing, and Carl and them are going to check out, what the hell Michonne is doing. So Michonne catches up with them, and they're walking around trying to find out what the hell is going on, and eventually you find out that he was out in the woods trying to find his mother. Apparently his mother didn't get killed when all the rest of the zombies got killed. If you remember her last scene alive, she was just like fighting a bunch of zombies, and you saw her scream. I guess the assumption to be made at that scene was she probably got eaten, but remember, she got bit just like that dude got bit, but he was laying around in the swamp of zombies. Perhaps if you get bit in a certain amount of time and it's lingering in you, they probably don't fuck with you anymore, or like you turned enough to where they don't fuck with you. Who knows? But find out like he came out there to find his mom's corpse. Carl had found her first and was leading her back to town, and Michonne and them saw him, and then like Michonne helped dude kill his mom because that's what he wanted. He wanted the closure. He wanted to since he knew she was still around, he wanted to put her to rest, bury her, and get some type of closure. And as he's talking to Michonne, he's talking about he doesn't know what he's gonna do and all that. And Michonne reminds him you still have a home, you still have a family. I mean, we just came out here helping you. I came out here trying to help you and all that. People still care about you. So that was pretty much the major plot points of this episode. It was just the running chase with Rick and Daryl with Jesus, and Michonne, doing her part for the mayor's son, and of course Carl helping out as well. And it all tied together when you see Carl and Michonne had a conversation. He was like, I came out there and because I saw you, but then when I saw the body, I was gonna lead her back. And Michonne's like, why would you do that? And he was like, because I would do the same thing for you. I know what he wanted. She pretty much knew what dude wanted, or at least he knew what would be best for dude, was to bring her back and let him take her out so he could get that closure and he could bury her, instead of just having her aimlessly wandering the woods, possibly killing other people, not put her to rest. And then we get to the moment that I pretty much expected, which was Rick gets back, him and Michonne are talking, and all of a sudden they hold hands, they start kissing, and you find Rick and Michonne fucked. Okay, well, I kind of knew they were going to go there. Damn you, Rick, you fucked my woman. Hate you, Rick. I hate you. No, but seriously, I knew they were going to go there because, again, spoilers for the comic book. Originally, Andrea was in that place. After that whole big mess with the zombies and whatnot, which, again, yeah, Negan was around first, I believe, because I believe it was Negan who was the one who set it up so all those zombies could flood in. If I remember correctly. So yeah, Negan definitely came, did his damage, and then Jesus showed up. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. After that whole fiasco happened in the comic book, Andrea and Rick were having a conversation, and Andrea, were just talking about how, everything's gonna be okay. We're survivors, we're the one, you know, we are the ones who don't die, and things like that. You know, because she had survived the whole bullshit and all of that with them all through. I mean, she still fucked Dale, I believe, in the comics, but she ended up somehow with Rick, and they survived that ordeal, and they just pretty much were a couple from then on. I mean, I think they started it before that. Well, no, it was after, because he was trying to still holler at that chick, and then she got killed in the whole mess. But yeah, her and Rick, Andrea and Rick, you know, they're the power couple of the comic book. Now Michonne and Rick are going to be the power couple of the TV show, which I expected that. Once they off Andrea, and they took her the way that they took her, I knew that was going to come. By the way, if you get a moment, look up, or if you're going to read the comic books, check out Andrea's character. She's a much better character in the comic book, and kind of funny because I believe Michonne fucked Morgan at one point. So yeah, huh? And she fucked Tyrese. Damn, Tyrese and Morgan missed out on that. It's a goddamn shame. Anyway, but yeah, it was a cool episode. The biggest highlight, of course, being the Jesus part, like, because I've gone on enough. I'm gonna let things play out and see how they're gonna play it out. But trust me when I say Jesus is gonna bring something into play that's going to kind of change the dynamics of things, and then lead to a bigger event once Negan starts to like get a foothold on the show. It's going to be fucking ridiculous. It's going to be crazy. And I think it's going to be something that a lot of you guys are going to enjoy, because it's going to bring a lot of drama, tension, sadness, and yeah, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. But anyway, as always, you guys hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.